Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Sorry for the long delay. I've had a lot of stuff going on, and I've been like delaying watching episodes for months. I was like, I've had like the first 25 episodes done, and then like 2 months later, watch some more, and then a few months later. But anyway, Lost Galaxy is a really great season, actually. Not quite as good as In Space, but I'll tell you this: I just got done watching it. Watching it, they really know how to do season finales in Power Rangers. I can tell you that. I began. I feel like the first like 8 episodes kind of slow, but it starts to pick up around when the Magnum Defender shows up. So, um, let's see. The Quasar episodes, Quasar Quest 1 and 2, really good episodes. It starts to pick up, like I said, when the Magnum Defender showed up, because Scorpius was an okay villain. Trakina is actually maybe top 10, almost going into the top 5 villains after rewatching Lost Galaxy. I forgot how good she became towards the end of the series. Furio was one of the worst villains. He was a side villain in the first like 9 episodes, and he sucked. He was not a good villain. He was a wimp. Magnum Defender took care of that real quick. And then they brought in Trecheon. I feel like they had too many villains. Villamax. I forgot what the other dude's name is. And then the pirate guy and his pirate putties. I'm trying to think of his name. But anyway, I feel like some of the episodes were filler-ish. Maybe 5 or 6 episodes felt really filler-ish. Really emotional episodes too. They actually said die in the episodes. It actually had blood. You actually see a kid die. You actually see a ranger die. Spoilers, but like there's a lot of emotion, especially in the last episode of the original Magnum Defender. In terms of the characters, I feel like Mike, he's kind of goofy at times, but he's a good character. Kendricks, great Pink Ranger, one of the best. Kai, one of the best Blue Rangers. Damon, he's one of my favorites. And Maya, she's alright. She's probably my least favorite out of them. And I can't really take her seriously because she was in Cabin Fever and not another teen movie. But, a lot of good action. And from what I heard, this was the most expensive Power Ranger season. And it shows. And it has CGI in there. Some of it didn't age well. There's some green screen in there. But the effects hold up better than anything of the current Power Rangers on Nickelodeon. And like I said, there was a lot of side villains, and I feel like some of the side villains kind of got, I don't know, there was just too much of them. And then when Kendricks died, that was one of the sad moments. Corone shows up, who was Astronema, and one of the best crossover episodes ever. I mean, like, you had the In Space, and Alpha 6 is still around, the mega ship still there. A lot of good action, good stunts. You know, I haven't seen Lightspeed Rescue in a long time, but I don't think it's gonna live up to the last 2 seasons at all. I'm trying to think. Captain Mutiny. That's he felt like a filler villain, because like Trakina was not around for 6 episodes, 6 or 7. I wanted to like Captain Mutiny, but I don't know. his putties, I call them putties. They're pirate putties, and they look like a peanut. They were a little too silly. And they did use Sentai footage, but I don't think they used it as much, and it wasn't as noticeable. I feel like Hexaba should have been used more. I feel like she should have had one more episode. All the characters are likable. I wish the music was not so generic, though. But overall, I would give it an 8 out of 10 season. It really was one of the top 10 Power Rangers seasons. Epic finale. You even get to see Bulk and Skull for a minute. I mean, they weren't in there, and it's not really at all. But it was kind of nice to see them again. And they don't show up until 3 seasons later. And Wild Force as a cameo, basically. But Wild Force is a pretty decent season from what I remember, too. But Lost Galaxy, definitely top 10. Probably should get it on DVD while you can, because it's not going to be on Netflix after this month, apparently, either. So get it while you can. I think it's like $11 or $12. Also, I had one problem with one character that I forgot to mention. I had to I'm going to combine the clips together, but I had a problem with Mike. He's an okay character. He's a good character, I guess, but sometimes it felt like he was just kind of there. And, some episodes, I kind of, where the heck is Mike? I'm like, they could have used his help or whatever. And, honestly, he's not really an interesting character compared to the original Magnum Defender, who was built on vengeance and revenge and stuff. Mike, he's good, but I kind of feel like he was on the bland side, honestly. And surprisingly, a lot of people like him more than the original Magnum Defender. But I think the last episode where he has his powers kind of redeemed his character a lot more. I mean, there are good Mike moments in the show. Oh, that was cool or whatever, but he disappeared in certain episodes or doesn't show up as the Magnum Defender. Maybe because they didn't have the Sentai footage or something, or they didn't have the budget, which I don't know. That was the most expensive Power Rangers season, apparently. And maybe the suit got damaged or something. I don't know, but I wanted to like Mike a lot more. I thought I liked him a lot more when I was a kid, but I probably liked the Magnum Defender more, the original. And in fact, I was actually the Magnum Defender for Halloween back in 1999 or 2000. Yeah, 20-something years ago.